The 80s Airwolf. Coffee first. I could listen to that all day long, guys. It's one of the most classic, iconic 80s intro musics of all time, if not ever. Anyway, fears, audience fears. A Nightmare on Elm Street, biatches, what's up? I thought about wearing my Michael Myers one today, and I was like, but that one was in the wash, so I had to wear this one. Anyway, big shout out to the fans. I've got tons of stuff to talk about, tons of updates, tons of topics, tons of delicious jams and jellies. There's a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's get that chat going. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. I've had a wonderful day. I've just had a busy day, but it's been a good day. I got a lot of errands done, and I told you guys that I was gonna go live around 4 or 5 because I had to get some errands done. I didn't get them all done, but I'm gonna get most of them done tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, let's open up the chat. Going. There we are. There we go. Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. We got 4 people watching. I'm going to switch it from top chat to live chat. There we are. So, there we go. Oh, we got 5 people watching now. And thank you for the second like. I always appreciate all the likes that you guys give the streams. And I've been noticing the last couple of... Yo! Foulmouth Kent! Oh, my Lord! Dude, it's been a while. Wow, how you been, buddy? Man, do you remember this, Foulmouth? Do you remember this? Let me take you a blast from the past. Like, Mr. Rasmus, he goes, you're a man-child. He goes, you jerk off the Tommy NC 2010 for 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours, Raz. That was one of the greatest episodes you've ever done. Ever. And fuck Rasmus Rants, you know? Anyway, thank you for liking the stream a 4th time. I really appreciate that. Anyway, doing good, bro. Just watching the stream. Nice, buddy. Nice. Ken, I have been meaning to come on your show. I've been wanting to come on your show for quite a while. I've just been busy, buddy. I've been busy with like my stream. I've been busy with life. I've been busy with work, like my YouTube work. You know, editing the videos and editing the streams and doing all that shit. He goes, and I've also been just busy with life and stuff. As you know, my dad passed away last September, so I've just been trying to keep myself busy, buddy. But I've been dying to have you on this show. I so want you on the show. Unfortunately, I ran out of stream time. That's why I'm using OBS right now. But the minute I get some more stream time, man, keep checking in, and I will definitely get you on. Because I wanted to professionally interview you for my main channel. I've been doing a lot of professional interviews, like make up actual questions, and I wanted to interview you about your show and all that. So, it's gonna happen, buddy. It's gonna happen. And I've been dying to be on your show. Like, just you and me. Like, and we can talk about whatever you want. I've always wanted to be on your show. And I just haven't had time. But... And I'm about to go on vacation. This Saturday, I'm going to go visit my mom and my brother and my grandma in St. Louis, Missouri, everybody. So, Ken, how about whenever I get back from my trip, I will write you on Twitter, or you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I get back, I don't want to say on camera when I get back. The minute this show's done, I will write you, Ken, and tell you when I get back. Let's get it together. I would love to be on your show first and promote my show and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And then, after we get done with that, then I want to do a professional interview with you on my main channel, FearsMan26. Ken says, it's all good, brother. We got nothing but time. I'm in the process of moving myself, so I haven't been streaming. Oh, really? Oh, where are you moving to? Nice. Nice. Well, I hope the move goes well. Where are you moving to? Let me know. Ken says, yeah, my mom passed away in February, bro. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear about that. So you know what I'm going through. I miss my dad, Ken, like no other, man. I kid you not. I shit you not. Every day I pray for my dad, and every day I think of my dad. It sucks when a family member leaves. Let's see. Bro, I know how you feel. Oh, well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I would love it, brother. Later on in the summer, I have some free time. We can do whatever. Okay, cool. So like I'm saying, right when I get back from my trip, Ken, because I'm going for like a week and 3 days. So I'm going for a while. So, yeah. Anyway, big shout out to Foulmouth Ken. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out on the old TikTokage. Check him out. Oh, wait, I think you have TikTok. No, wait. I don't know if you have TikTok. Check him out on Twitter, Foulmouth Ken. Check him out on YouTube, Foulmouth 10. But yeah. Yeah, man. God bless your father. It's tough, dude. Oh, man. You have no idea. It is really tough. It's really tough, brother. And dude, on a good note, check this out. I found this at Walmart, Ken. You know I'm a big nerd. And I think you're a nerd. I think you are. I think you told everybody on your channel that you're a nerd. $8. $8. Check this out. Oh shit. Lord Vader. Fears he's got to have his coffee whenever I do my stream. And the handle is a fucking lightsaber. How can you guys deny this? You can't deny it. It's fucking great. Foulmouth Ken says, thanks, brother. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Ken, and if you get a chance, watch this movie, man. Oh, my God, it's so good. It's creepy. It's, like, filled with action, thrills, chills, spills, kills, everything. It is a creepy, like, sci-fi, horror. I mean, it's all over the fucking place. Guys, check it out. Don't just Ken check this out. Everybody that watches this, check this fucking movie out. It's so good. It is so good. It is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to review this a little bit. So today's topics are I'm going to do the top 10 SNL Saturday Night Live skits. There's a lot of skits, but I'm going to try to narrow it down to the 10 most like epic skits. So if you guys have got any suggestions, put some skits that they've put on SNL in the chat, and we'll try to narrow it down to 10. Then we're going to review this, and I accidentally misspelled it in the title. So as soon as this is done, I'm gonna have to go back into the title and re-edit that. And then I've got some Vegas stories for you guys. Fears has only went to Vegas twice in his life. Once with my best friend in college, and then once with my family. But oh man, even though I've only went twice, was there some stories? Holy shit. Anyway. But yeah, Ken, that's what I'm thinking. Before I start into the topics, Ken, I'm thinking that when I get back from my trip, I would love to be on your show. So I'll be on your show first. I've always wanted to be on your show, Ken, like as a guest. And I want to just do it like you and me, like a one-on-one conversation. And we can talk about whatever you want, man. Like, since it's your show, you pick the topic, brother, and we'll do it. And then once that's done, then I want to professionally interview you for my main channel. Because I just professionally interviewed my other friend, and I was like, I've got to professionally interview Ken, and I want to hear about his channel and how he made up his show, like the Foulmouth Network and all that shit. So keep in touch, Ken. Let me know. Yo, Visions, what's up? He says, what's up, fellers? What up, Visions? What up, Lord Visions? All right, Visions. I appreciate your honesty. So I suggested a movie to Visions, right, guys? And Visions, you said you didn't like it, which is okay. It was either going to go one or two ways. Either you were going to like it, or you were. I don't think you hated it. You just said you didn't like it. I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you tell me why you didn't like it? I'm just curious if you could tell me why you didn't like it. I, on the other hand, loved the movie. I thought the movie was spectacular. But that's okay. Like, I respect people's opinion. Not everyone's going to like everything that I like. Because if it was like that, the world would be very, 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 very boring. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that people like different things and do different things, because that's what the world is all about. Different cultures, different people, different viewpoints, all that stuff. So I was just curious, Visions, why you didn't like that movie. If you could just let me know, I would appreciate it, brother. But anyway, God bless. Thanks for the 4 likes. Today we got 3 topics. Reviewing 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I accidentally spelt wrong in the title, which I will fix right after this is done. I got some Vegas stories, brothers. And then I'm going to try to narrow it down, Visions. I'm going to try to do the top 10 most epic SNL skits. It's going to be hard, because I love Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, I grew up with Saturday Night Live. I'm going to try. I'm sure going to try. By the way, I got the Lord Vader cup. Oh, yeah. If you want this, $8 at Walmart. I shit you not. I shit you not. And we got a Walmart haul. So I'm going to start with all the updates. So if you guys haven't known, I've been telling you guys the last couple of weeks, I'm going on a trip this Saturday. So I have to pay all my bills in advance. I have to have them, shut off the water and shut off the electric and all that, because I don't want to waste money, like when I'm gone. Then, so I did all that and said, hey, on Saturday, like when I leave, take care of that. And then my apartment complex was like, oh yeah, John, no worries, we'll take care of all that. And I said, great. Also, so there was that. Then I didn't have, I thought I had some left over. I didn't have a travel toothbrush. I had a little bit of shaving cream left, because like those little bottles that you get, Vision. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I need to go out and get like a small travel size of like toothpaste, like mouthwash, all that. So I went out and got all the little travel size items for my toiletry bag. That's all taken care of. I had to buy some more like undershirts, because I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, maybe you guys can attest to this too. Fears can never wear, if I'm around my house, like inside my house, and then I just wear like just a normal t-shirt. But if I go out, for some reason, it feels more comfortable if I wear an undershirt and then a shirt over my undershirt. I don't know. I've always been like that ever since I was a little kid. It just feels more comfortable. So I had to get some more undershirts, which I did. And then I had to get some more socks, because a lot of my socks had holes in them when I was doing my laundry the other night. So I threw away all the ones that had holes in it. And I was like, oh shit, well now I've only got like 9 or 10 pairs of like good socks. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go out and get some more. So I just went out and got some more. Paid some bills, took something back to the library, went grocery shopping. What else did I do? So the only thing I have to do now is my hair is getting a little long, so I'm not gonna do a full haircut tomorrow, Visions. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a trim. So I'm gonna have my hair all trimmed up, ready to go for my trip. Then Friday, I am going to see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, motherfuckers. I am so excited, and unfortunately, Visions, Ken, everybody, I ordered a proper Indiana Jones. Ken, I went nuts. I spent like $67 on this biatch. And I don't think it's going to come in time. I thought, oh, if I'm going to go see an Indiana Jones movie, Fears has always wanted a proper, brown fedora, just like Indiana Jones, with like the black trim around it with like the black bow tie. I don't think it's going to come in time, because every day this week I've been checking my mail. No such luck. And I wrote them an email and said, yeah, they said, we usually make it from scratch. I found a company, they make it from scratch. They buy all the material, and they say, well, we usually spend a week making each person's hat. So they said, if you ordered it 3 weeks ago, you'll either get it this week or next week. And I was like, damn it. And I said, I did. I ordered mine at around June 16th. I thought that would be enough time, right? You would think it would be enough time. They're like, oh no. They're like, it won't be there in time for you to watch the movie. And I was like, damn it. So I said, so when am I going to get it? And I told them I was going on vacation. They said, it'll probably come to your house while you're on vacation. And I was like, all right, well, that's all right. I said, I live in an apartment complex. I said, they'll just hold all my mail until I get back. So unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to, wear the Indiana Jones hat. But I've got my gray fedora. You know how Indy sometimes wear his gray fedora? So that should be good enough. So I'm going to wear the gray fedora to the movie theaters on Friday. I'm going to have my Indiana Jones prop. Right, Visions? I'm going to have my fucking, my Holy Grail. And I know the Dial of Destiny has nothing to do with the Holy Grail, but I am bringing that fucking movie prop, and I am drinking some Diet Coke out of that fucking bitch. I don't care what they say. I'll pay them $50 if I have to do it. I am getting on film me drinking some Diet Coke out of that biatch. There it is. All right, Vision says, well, a kid got kidnapped and murdered. A guy hallucinates a meeting with the Holy Trinity, and he's asking questions like, why would you let that happen? And they're like, we were there. We also feel pain. Welcome to my world, bitch, and so on. Like, they didn't even catch the guy in the end. Yeah, sadly, they didn't catch the guy in the end, unfortunately. I'll be honest, Visions, that's one part of the movie I did not like. I wish they would have caught the guy in the end. They just made him where she was kidnapped and murdered and eventually buried, and he has to forgive the killer. But yeah, I mean, there's much more than that. I mean, he also works on himself, because ever since this happened, he hasn't been able to connect with, like, his wife and his two other kids. But yeah, I definitely believe that the killer should have, got caught, or they found him. Because, like, kidnapping a kid and murdering a kid is pretty much the most horrible thing ever that someone could ever do. Besides killing an adult, you know what I'm saying? And actually killing a kid is even 10 times worse than, like, killing an adult. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand Visions. I feel you. I enjoyed the film, but that's the one thing that I agree with you. I think the killer should have got caught. But to each their own. I did enjoy the film. I think I enjoy it more because I'm a Christian. And obviously you're not a Christian, Visions. Nothing against that. Just, it's hard for someone to like something, if you're not into Christianity. So I get it. But I'm like, some people like to enjoy the movie just to enjoy the movie. So I thought, well, you know what? Maybe Visions will like it. But that's why me and Visions are friends. He respects my opinion. I respect his opinion. I totally respect. Everyone is entitled to, well, I'm either going to like it or I'm not going to like it. And the best thing about Fears is I don't judge anyone. I don't judge anyone. I don't force my religion on anyone. I encourage people to be Christians. But, like, you know how, like, some religions are like, no. You have to join. You have to join. You have to join. You must join. That's not Fears. I tell people, well, I encourage you to come. You're more than welcome to come to church. My church accepts everybody. You're more than welcome to come if you want to. But that's on you to decide, I'm like that. I'm like, well, you're more than welcome to come. But if you don't come, I'm like, that's okay. That's just not his thing. Or her thing. Or whoever, So, well, I'll keep suggesting movies, Visions. So far, I'm 2 for 2. Visions did not like Battle Truck, and he didn't like The Shack. One of these days, buddy, I'm gonna refer you a movie that you like. But I'll be honest. Every time Visions has referred a movie, you guys, 10 out of 10, man, 10 out of 10. Chopping Mall was by far fucking mind-blowing and great. It was amazing. It was amazing. Night of the Creeps, amazing. I just haven't bought it yet. The key word is yet. You and Pixel suggested, I'm sorry, not Night of the Creeps. Night of the Comet. Night of the Comet was fantastic. Fantastic. Dead End Drive-In, amazing. It's made in Australia. There's not one American actor in it, but it's still amazing, Visions. So, one of these days, you'll like a film, or I hope you like a film that I refer you to. So there it is. Vision says, sure, that's why I watched it, but just wasn't a fan. And you know what? I totally respect that, buddy. Some people's going to be a fan, and some people's not going to be a fan. But that's why we're friends. You totally respect my opinion, and I totally respect your opinion. And if you like it, I would. Oh Oh, nice. Yes. Yeah. Vision. I remember those. Yeah. Vision said that I suggested Silver Bullet, and you did like that, and I totally forgot that I suggested Toy Soldiers. Yes. Where is it? Hang on. Where is it? Toy Soldiers. I need to get that on Blu-ray. It's got Sean Astin in it. Oh, it's fucking amazing. I love it. Hang on. And I met Sean Astin, and I met, the fucking guy, that fucking nerdy guy from Adventures in Babysitting. He was in Toy Soldiers. Hang on. I know his name. Give me a second. So, I've met 2 actors from this. I cannot wait to get this on Blu-ray, Visions. This is like one of my favorite 80s movies. He is like a classic 80s, 90s actor. He was in like every movie from the 80s, every movie from the 90s. Sean Astin's definitely, he started his career, obviously, in Goonies. That was his first film. I mean, he did a couple of commercials before Goonies, but the Goonies put him on the map, you know? So I've met 2 people. I've met, from this film, Visions, I've met him, Sean Astin, and then I've met, I forgot his name, but I met that kid, that guy, at a convention. And he let me interview him. I just haven't uploaded the interview yet, but you're gonna love it. And this guy was in. Oh no, I'm sorry. I've met 3 people. I met him too at a convention. I met him at my very first. I met him at Phoenix Comic-Con, my very first convention. Visions. So I met him first. Which his name is. Well, I met Will Wheaton at Phoenix Comic-Con 2010. I almost forgot about Will Wheaton. That's right. So I met Will Wheaton first. Then I met Visions. Then I met Sean Astin at Wizard World Comic-Con like 2016, 2017. And then just like 2 years ago, I met this guy, which I forgot his name. What's his name? Oh, Keith Coogan. Keith Coogan is also famous for being like the nerdy Brad guy in Adventures in Babysitting. So yeah, so I've met 3 actors out of one of my favorite 80s movies. So I'm glad that you like this one, Visions. I'm glad that you like this, and I'm glad that you like Silver Bullet. You said they were decent, though. I'm gonna try to find a film that you'll love. Yo, Rebecca, what's up? But I'm glad that you enjoyed those. I'm glad, I guess decent would be like grading it from A to F. I would think a decent would be like a B plus, Visions? I would think a decent would be B plus or a C. But I knew I don't know. I didn't know if you'd love this, but I knew you would like it because it's a solid action movie. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good, Rebecca. I'm glad that you're doing good too. Vision says, hello there, Belly Button Becky. Belly Button Becky. I'm just curious. It's none of my business. Why Belly Button Becky? That's quite the title. Hey, I'm Belly Button Becky. Right on. That was great. That was pretty good. Visions, you make me laugh. Come play with it, Visions. Oh my God. It's getting saucy in the chat. It's getting spicy. It's getting very, very, very spicy. Oh, Lord. It's deep for you, Visions. Oh, shit. Nice. It's all yours, Visions. But it smells. I mean, fair enough. If it smells, it smells. So there it is. Anyway. You know what, Visions? I'm going to suggest another movie. I'm going to suggest another 80s movie. Oh, wait. Is it 80s or 90s? Have you ever seen that, is it 80s or 90s? It's an action movie. You've probably already seen it, Visions, but some people haven't seen it yet. I used to watch it with my dad. It is the ultimate, action movie. Or it's one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's action movies. I don't know if it's the ultimate action movie, but it's one of his best ones. Have you ever, Visions, have you ever seen I think it was made in like 1988, 1990, somewhere around there. Have you ever seen Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger? If you have not, I highly recommend that, not only to Visions, but to everybody else. That movie, Visions, is fucking breathtaking. You'll love that one. If you've never seen it, I'm sure you have, but let me know if you've seen it or not. Anyway. Can I hide Rebecca on the stream? No, don't do that. She's just playing around. Come on, Rebecca. Rebecca, you fully know that Visions has a lady. He has a lady. Come on. Be civil in the chat. But yeah, but Visions, I knew you would like this. I didn't know. I should clarify. I didn't know that you would love it, but I don't think you love it, but you said it was decent, like, so a B+. I knew you'd like it, though, because it's got everything. It's got explosions in it. It's got some famous 80s actor. It's got an evil, like, he's like the villain in it, you know, the guy with the remote wristwatch or whatever that can blow up the school and all that. He's like an evil fucking dude. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, you pissed me off. I'm going to push this button and blow the whole fucking school to, like, smithereens. And then everyone's like, oh shit, he's serious. And he's like, yeah, damn right I'm serious. So he's not like fucking around, you know? So I've got to get this on Blu-ray, though. Vision says, yes, Commando rocks. I fucking love Commando. It's so good. It wasn't my first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that I watched, Visions. I think the very first one, I was allowed to watch it with my dad. Because I wasn't allowed, when I was younger, my mom looked at my dad and said, I don't want John and his brother to watch anything super violent, no horror movies until they grow up. And then my dad looked at my mom, and I don't remember exactly what my dad said, Vision, but my dad said something to the effect of, my mom's name is Helen, so he went, well, Helen, as long as they're watching it with me, they should be fine. And he goes, and I won't do anything super graphic, you know. So I remember sitting down, watching my dad, with my dad, Visions, fucking the first Terminator, man. First Terminator is mind-blowing, breathtaking. I love that film. If anyone tries to remake Terminator, I will be so pissed off. Like, I was kind of pissed like when they tried to remake Ghostbusters. You cannot remake a classic like that. If someone was like, hey, Fierce, I'm going to remake Terminator, I'd be like, oh, son of a bitch. You can't. Again, T2 is amazing also. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. God bless to everybody in the chat. Let's see. Visions, have you seen... here, let me look at my arsenal of movies. What's another good movie that I can refer? Oh, Visions. It'll be kind of hard for you to find it, but you have to watch it. If anyone can find this movie, Visions, it's you. I had to buy it off of eBay. You know, I think you know where I'm going with this. I know you'll like this, Visions. I don't know if you'll love it, but I know you'll like it. I've talked about it before. Visions, you have got to watch this. I don't know where you'll find it. It was hard for me to find it. It took me a year to find it. But if you find a copy, Visions, you've got to watch it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You have got to watch this, Visions. You have to. It's old. It's like it was made. When did they make this? It doesn't say. Hang on. That's why we have Google. When did they make this fucking movie? Visions, it is amazing. It's old. I'm telling you, it is old as hell. It's like 1981-ish, but you'll love it. Thunder Run. Let's see here. When was Thunder Run made? I think 82. I think. Oh, wait. When was Thunder Run movie made? Oh, okay. So I was kind of close. It says, Thunder Run is a 1986 American action-adventure thriller directed by Gary Hudson and starring Forrest Tucker and John Ireland. It was developed by special effects expert Clifford Wagner and his wife Carol Lynn. Or the concept was. So, Visions, I'm telling you, you have got to watch it. I don't know. You could maybe find a free copy of it, maybe on like YouTube. I'm telling you, Visions, you have got to watch this. Find it, Visions. Watch it. Okay. Oh, nice. So you found it. You did now, Visions. Did you watch it when I referred it to you last year? Because I think I've referred it to you before. Have I? I think I have. He says, "Oh yeah, I saw that about a year ago because you had said how amazing it was." Well, did you like it, Visions? Did you like it? I love it. And again, it took me so long to find like a hard copy. Literally, I bought this off of some guy. He has an eBay account, and he said, well, I filmed it and taped it off of my television. And he said, I live in England. And I was like, can you burn a copy of it to an American disc and send me? He goes, yeah. He goes, I can do that. And he goes, I'll even make you some cover art. And I went, oh, sweet, dude. So, yeah. Oh, did you find it? Oh, nice, Visions. Hang on, let me click this. Let me click this link. Oh shit! They have a free copy of it on. Well, damn! If I would have known they would have had a free copy of it, I would have just burned a copy of one of myself and didn't have to buy it. Oh well. At least I have a hard copy of it. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it was all right. Man, it's hard to please, Lord Visions. Well, I'm glad you liked it, buddy, because I knew you would like it at least a little bit. I'm like, it's got action, it's got sci-fi, action, adventure, it's got explosions, it's got some crazy like terrorist trying to kill this old man and his grandson, and they've souped up their truck, man. The truck has got like flamethrowers on it, machine guns, fucking explosions, like cocktail explosions, like where you put the fucking handkerchief in the bottle of like gasoline. It's got it all, man. And I was like, Visions has got to watch this. I'll be honest though, Visions, I forgot that I referred it. I forgot that I referred it to you a year ago. But yeah, I'm glad that you thought it was decent. But what would you I'm asking, Visions, before I get into the topics, what would you classify a movie being decent? Like A through F. Like, is decent like a B plus or is it a C? At least you enjoyed it a little bit. This movie I love. And I'll be honest, it took me so long to find a hard copy of it. I'm grateful that I have a copy of it. Me and my brother used to rent this movie all the time at Blockbuster. My brother fell in love with it, and then my brother's like, John, you gotta watch this fucking movie. And I was like, is it that good? And he goes, yeah. He goes, Dad will love it. He goes, let's all watch it together. And I was like, all right. So I said, Dad, can we get this? And my dad said, let me see how violent it is. And my dad's like, as long as you don't tell your mom, and as long as you, me, and your brother watch it, then we're fine. And I went, oh, yeah, let's watch it. Watched it with my dad and my brother. Amazing. I would think, though, Visions, like, decent means like a B or a C. That's what I would think. All right, let's continue on. Let's see. I need to get through all of my updates. So, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to miss the next show. I'm going to miss one of my favorites. It's not my favorite. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to miss the July 8th and 9th Tampa Toy Con. I always find a bunch of cool movie props there. I find a bunch of, like, old Blu-rays. Visions. Remember, I went to Tampa Toy Con. Remember, I found that on Blu-ray. I had never heard of it before. Have you ever heard of Logan's Run? Logan's Run. I've shown you guys the DVD cover. It's like set in the future, like 2095 or some shit, and they live kind of like in this glass bubble or whatever, and then they have to die at 30. Like, no one lives past 30, and then Logan's like, well, I don't want to die, and so then he runs away or some shit, and then he sees what the outside world is like. The bubble that he lives in is like near Washington, D.C., because he walks right by the Lincoln Memorial, and there's like vines and shit growing on the Lincoln Memorial. And I was like, oh, wow, this is good. So I always find a bunch of gems at the Tampa Toy Con. So if you're in the Orlando area and you want to travel to Tampa, it's on July 8th, July 9th. It's called the Tampa Toy Con. My buddy Jeff, he's hosting it. My buddy Jeff is hosting it. And all you need to do to get tickets, you just go to FloridaToyShowAndExpos.com or just visit their Facebook page on Facebook, and their Facebook is Florida Toy Shows and Expos, because that's Jeff only has that as his Facebook. He doesn't have like a private Facebook or whatever. So I'm gonna miss that one. So okay, so you know that one, Visions. Now, Visions, did you like that? Did you like Logan's Run? He says, sure, that's a pretty classic one. You know what, buddy? Until I found it at the Tampa Toy Con, I had never heard of it. But the guy sold me the Blu-ray of it for like $4. I popped that bad boy in. I started watching. I was like, damn, for this being a super old, like, 70s movie, I'm like, this movie's fucking great. And it had groundbreaking special effects. And what's cool, on the back of the Blu-ray Visions, it says, this was the first film to use, like, a laser, like, hologram in it or something like that. They said it was either the first time someone had used a laser, like an actual laser in the film, or like a hologram or something like that. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool to be the very first movie to ever use that technology. I'm like, that's pretty fucking dope. I'm like, that's pretty awesome. So yeah. Yeah, $4. $4. It was $4 or $5, something like that, Visions. Don't quote me, but he sold it to me cheap. And then the guy looked at me and was like, Fierce, you've never seen this film? I said, well, and this was a year ago. So I'm 39, so I was 30. I said, well, I'm only 38. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but this is a popular 70s film. I said, well, I wasn't born in the 70s. And I wasn't getting mad at him, Visions. I was just like, I have no idea. I said, there's tons of movies out there. I said, Fears can only watch so much. And he was like, yeah. He goes, true. He goes, when were you born, Fears? And I was like, I was born 1983, October 28th. And then he looked at me, Visions, and he was all like, oh, shit, you were almost born. I said, I was supposed to be born on Halloween. But I guess Fears was just itching to get out, so I came 3 days before. And you know what? In retrospect, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I wasn't born on Halloween for two reasons. One, I wouldn't want to celebrate my birthday, then go trick-or-treating, you know, as a kid. Like, because then you would get present. It'd be too much on Halloween, and Halloween is by far my favorite holiday. I love Halloween. So whenever I was a kid, we would always have a party, like a birthday party on October 28th. I'd get tons of presents, wait a couple of days, then throw on my costume, then go trick-or-treating as a little Fears. As a little Fears. There it is. And because I'm so short, I still am a little Fears. There it is. That was my little joke. So yeah. Well, I'm glad that you like that one, Visions. He said that's a pretty classic one. Again, the guy was like, he wasn't super shocked, but he's like, I still can't believe you haven't heard of that, Fears. And I was like, well, there's a lot of movies I haven't heard of. I was like, I'm trying to watch anything and everything, buddy. I said, I am a movie lover. I said, I don't care if it's a comedy, a drama, an action, a romance, novel movie, horror, intense horror, whatever. I said, I'll watch it. I said, because to master filmmaking, you have to watch different types of stuff. And I loved Logan's Run. It's outdated. It's very outdated, but it had for the time, it had groundbreaking effects in it. It is a good story. It's a very good story. Anyway, thank you for the 5 likes. Okay, so let's start this with a bang. Let's do the Walmart hauls, because I think I've gotten all the updates. I told about Dave's convention. But as soon as I get back, let's see. As soon as I get back, I think in about a month, there's going to be another one. Yes. So, there's only one convention in July, and that's on the 8th and the 9th. It's a 2-day con. So, if you're in the Tampa area and you're in Florida, be sure to go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos. Go check out the Tampa Toy Con. My buddy, Jeff, puts on amazing shows. He's my buddy. He's my pal. He's been in so many vlogs. At some point, I'm going to get him in a stream because he was like, Fears, I really want to be on your stream at some point. And I was like, Jeff, you are more than welcome to be on my stream anytime you want, buddy. And I said, anytime. So, yeah. So, the next one that I'll probably go to is September 9th. Oh, yeah, baby. It's a Star Wars convention. Oh, yeah. So, that'll be the next one. That'll be the next one that I'm going to. I told you guys I bought all my toiletry. I paid all my bills. The only thing I have to do tomorrow is I'm going to go out. I'm going to get some lunch while I'm out and about doing errands. I'm going to get my hair, trimmed up. I'm not going to get a full cut. I'm just going to get it trimmed because it's still pretty short. But I'm going to get it trimmed up so I'm looking the best whenever I go see my dad. And, I got to look my best for, Mommy Fears, Mommy Fears, she was like, be sure you get a haircut. And I was like, I said, I will, Mom. I said, I will. I cannot wait to see my mom. It's been almost a year. I haven't seen her since last September. I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. My eyeballs are about to pop out of my skull. Yeah, exactly. So, but you know what? I'll still do a stream here and there when I'm in Missouri. Those classic streams where Fears is in my mom's guest bedroom. And I lay on my stomach because there's no desk in there. So I have to put the computer on the floor. And if I sit Indian style, I can't really read your guys' comments because I'm so far back. But if I lay on my stomach and then I zoom in, then I can read your guys' comments. So I'll still do a stream here and there. I'm going to do a stream at the OG coffee shop. The OG, the one that started it all, Visions. Visions, I wish you would have been around when Fears started his streaming. Actually, no, I don't, because then you would have saw a whole other Fears. I was super agitated back then. I was super mad. I went off the fucking deep end. If anyone made even a tiny little joke, and I've told you so many stories, Visions, but thank God you didn't see any angry streams. Oh man, when I would get pissed back then, I'd be like, you goddamn son of a bitches, I'll fucking kill your asses. I'll kill you. I'm like, I'll fucking find you, you sons of bitch. I mean, I was going ballistic. So at least now I can take a joke. I couldn't take a joke back then. Anywhere from 2012, anywhere from 2009 to 2016, I couldn't take a joke. I'm glad I can take a joke now. And you know what, Visions? I wouldn't be surprised if someone saved one, like a troll, and you've already seen one and you just haven't told me. It's okay if you've seen one. Fears has totally changed, but at least they're not on my channel because I was so embarrassed. I was like, Fears, what the fuck are you doing? Calm down, learn how to take a joke. What the hell is the matter with you? And I took them all off of my Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlogs because it wasn't a good look. I was like, fuck this. I said, I'm not leaving this crap on my two channels. I was like, hell no. I'm like, my channels are supposed to be fun, entertaining, making people laugh. I love to laugh and I like to make people laugh. I said, my videos are supposed to promote joy and happiness. And I said, Fears, you screaming at the top of your lungs and getting red in the face and getting mad, that's not promoting any happiness. I'm like, fuck this. And so I just took all that shit down. So I'm kind of glad you weren't around back in those days, Visions, because you came around. You've been a fan and my friend for quite a while. I think you've been around since 2018? If I'm wrong on that, Visions, let me know, because I honestly can't remember. Did you first start watching me around 2018, 2019? It's been a while. I mean, you've been watching for quite a long time, because now it's 2023. I can't believe how fast the years go by. I mean, it goes fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm over the moon. I cannot wait. Next year, Lord Vision's trip. Oh, my God. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be good. Sorry, Visions. I had to get that out. I just can't wait. I can't wait to hang out with my buddy, my pal. Goonie locations await. Lord Visions await. And you know what? I'll be honest, Visions. Goonie locations are cool. But I'll be honest. You know what day I'm actually really looking forward to? If I'm being dead straight up honest. The day where we get to work in Lord Vision's office. Because I told Visions, I said one day I would love to work at at exhumevisions.com in your work. I said, one day out of the trip, we'll just spend the whole day. I said, I'll help you make prints and stickers or whatever the hell you want me to make. Show me how to make it, and I'll help you make it for a day. So I'm actually, out of the whole trip, Visions, I'm looking forward to these 3 things. Number 1, just hanging out with you and getting to know you more and, like, grabbing some beers, and maybe shooting some pool or something like that. Meeting the rest of your family, and your lady. That's number 1. All rolled into one. Number 2, what I just said, the working in Exhume Vision's office and helping you one day, making some prints, stickers, t-shirts, mugs, whatever you want. And then 3rd, the Goonie locations. I mean, we can get to all the rest of this shit, doing the mini golf and showing me around town and shit. That's all cool. But those 3 are the top ones I'm looking forward to. Vision says, I don't know, whenever the gym live streams were, I think I started the gym live streams because I had to cancel my gym membership before I moved down here, Visions. So I believe the gym members, they started, well, I think I joined that gym in 2017. But I don't think you started watching, and I didn't start streaming the lives at the gym, I think, until the beginning of 2018. So you've been a fan 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 6 years now you've been a fan. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's a long time. That's almost 10 years of watching Fears. You've only got 4 more years to go, and then it'll be 10 years of watching me. Damn, that's cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. Big shout out to the 6 people watching. Thank you so much for the 6 likes. We got 6 likes. The most likes I've ever had on a stream is 10. Let's try and get it either to 10 or past 10. That would be great. So I appreciate all your, not just Visions, I appreciate everybody watching me over the course of all these years. Fears started his channel, his main channel, 2008 was when Fears Man was invented. Then once I got the gist of YouTube, I started Fears Vlogs 2013. I'm sorry, it was either 2012 or 2013 I started vlogging. But I didn't start live streaming until 2015. So yeah. So, and it's been a good ride. Thrills, chills, spills. Sometimes we've had good days, sometimes we've had bad days. Sometimes you've seen Fears have an amazing day like today. Other times you've seen Fears on the brink of losing my shit, and then I do lose my shit, and then that's never good. And then you think this red tan is bad? Fears was a fucking goddamn tomato sometimes. A tomato. Because they got me that mad. Thank God that doesn't happen anymore on camera. Well, sometimes it happens, but just not on camera. Thank God it doesn't happen on camera anymore. By the way, I'm trying a new blend of coffee. My neighbor brought some over. I would show you the bag, but she's like, Fears, I watch your streams all the time. And I was like, you do? And she goes, yeah. She goes, me and my husband. She goes, not only are we your neighbors, but we forgot to tell you, we subscribe. They live above me. And I went, oh, really? She goes, oh, yeah. She goes, one day we heard you shouting or doing one of your lives. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry if I was a little loud. They're like, no, you're fine. They're like, it was during the day, so you're allowed. They said, we would have got mad if you were screaming at night. And in my mind, I was like, well, I have screamed at night before, but thank God they haven't heard me at night. I'm like, I don't want to cause any fucking problems and shit, And they're like, yeah, so we subscribed one day. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I'm like, thanks so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. And then she's like, we love that you put so much passion and energy, not only into your videos, but your streams. And I was like, I try to put both my energy into the streams and the videos. Which, by the way, speaking of videos, I put up a quick vlog, you guys, of me going to see The Flash. So if you haven't watched that yet, check it out. And last night on TikTok, I hit 8,271. I finally got over that hump. I was stuck at 8,269 forever, like the last 3 months. Finally, I think either yesterday night or this morning I looked, I'm at like 2,071 or 8,271, 72-ish, so we're getting there. We're making progress. We're getting close to almost 9,000 followers, which would be amazing. I just wish, I don't know, YouTube and TikTok's weird. I wish I could get all those fans and be like, oh, hey, well, if you like my TikToks, come on over to my, my 2 channels. It would be great to have 9,000, both on Fears Vlogs and Fears Man 26, but one step at a time, one step at a time. We're making progress. We're making progress. Thank you for the 7 likes. I appreciate that. We're so close. Let's get to 10 likes or at least 11 likes, because I don't think I've ever had anything past 10 likes. I don't think. Anyway, let's start with the Walmart haul. All right. So, first thing on the list, Visions. I saw this from across the way, and I was like, I'm a big kid in a candy store. I don't really need this, but I love Deadpool. I love Deadpool. He kind of reminds me of Fears Man. You know how like Fears Man breaks the rules, and Fears Man talks to the audience, and Fears Man throws up and farts and flies around, and he's crazy and shit. Deadpool talks to the audience. He doesn't give a shit that he's a superhero. He talks in the 4th person, just like Fears Man does, and he's is about as close to Fears Man as we're gonna get, unless Fears Man ever hits the big screen. So I saw it from across the way, Visions, and I was like, I don't need it, but Fears, you've got to get it. Look at this. Well, I'll have to take it out of the box. A Deadpool cup. It's not a mug. It's a cup. So let me open up this bad boy. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is hilarious. Deadpool merch with a mouth. Merch with a mouth. Nice. Well, nice. Good find. Good find. Visions, I don't know. I forgot to ask. Are you a big fan of Deadpool? Is anyone a big fan of Deadpool? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a fan of Deadpool. I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. He fucking crushed that role and then some. I fucking love Deadpool. Excuse my language, but Deadpool is amazing. Because like I said, he reminds me the most of Fears Man. Obviously, it's like Fears Man is a mixture of Superman and Deadpool mixed together. That is Fears Man to the core. To the core. Right there. All right. And that's a pretty cool box. I'm not going to keep the box, but it's a pretty cool box. All right. Next, I bought a shirt for the trip. I don't know if I'm going to take all these shirts on the trip, but I bought them just, I have options. So, yeah. I really like the material. It's a nice Florida shirt. It's really nice. Check out that. Florida. Very short, sweet, to the point, and it's very soft material. I like wearing soft material, shirts and stuff. That's why I always like wearing your shirts, Visions, because you make the best quality shirts ever. Wherever you get your shirts made, or you get I know they send you blank shirts and then you put whatever you want on your shirts. Wherever that company makes those brand of shirts, they're like really comfy. I don't know if they're polyester or cotton or whatever. They're nice. Just like this one. These are like very light, very thin, comfortable material. That's why I like these. And then I got another shirt. I got a Florida shirt. There we go. Nice. And then, just like I said, I had to get some more undershirts, so I got some more undershirts. So this should be more than enough. And then I got some I got some more socks. Some more socks. I like that they have some Halloween socks in here. So yeah. All right. I got some more shorts. Just some really nice gray shorts. Nice. And then Visions, I found this awesome band shirt. I do listen to these guys. It's been a while since I've listened to these guys, but my dad introduced me to this band. My dad used to listen to this band all the time. I've listened to them tons of times. I don't know if I'm going to take this shirt on the trip. I may. But I bought it anyway because I liked it. So yeah. Oh yeah. AC/DC, motherfuckers. That's right. All right. And then I got one magnet for me, a Florida magnet. And then my mom's like, "Can you bring me a souvenir?" And I was like, "Of course, Mom." So I got a magnet for my mom. So I got two magnets, one for me to go on the magnet collection, on my fridge, and then I'm gonna give this one to my mom. So I'm gonna bring my mom a little souvenir. And I think before I go, I may go back and get a magnet for my grandma. So yeah. I'll probably buy my grandma a different one, because then I'm not buying all my family members the same magnet, So, magnets. And then the rest of this bag is just toiletry items. So, all of these are like the little tiny, ones that you buy whenever you fly on an airplane. So, and it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I did it last year, but it's been a long time since I've been on an airplane. I love traveling. Love it. Love it. That's why one day I hope to get a job with an airline. Get those free flights, baby. One of these days. I'm always looking for, airline jobs. I don't care if I'm a technician. I don't care if I'm a flight attendant. Whatever. I don't care if I'm a pilot. Whatever. It's just hard to get a job in the airline industry. So, yeah. Vision says, nice. I just put a bootleg AC/DC shirt up in my shop yesterday for a friend. Oh, nice. Are you serious? Oh, here, hang on. Let me look. Because it's been a minute, buddy, since I've went to your website. Let me check out this bootleg one. Give me 1 second. I always love a new Exhumed Vision merch right off the shelves. ExhumedVisions.com. Let's have a little look-see. Ooh, that's a good one. The Acid King. Right here, let me click on it. Okay. The Acid King. All right. Oh, wow. AC/DC sold out. Flick of the... What is it? The flick of the what? Oh, the flick of the switch. Nice. I like that, buddy. I'll be honest, I don't really like the devil on it, because you guys know how I feel about that, but that's okay. I do like I like the red AC/DC logo in the back. Nice, buddy. Solid t-shirt. Nice. The Acid King, flick of the switch. That's the only thing that and you know what, Visions respects me. Vision said, well, Fears, I understand why you don't buy all the devil stuff off my website. That's the only stuff I will not buy. Like I said, I could probably get away with Visions, like with the Problem Child shirt, because I love Problem Child, that movie. It's hilarious. So if I did buy anything devilish, it would be probably the Problem Child shirt. But anyway, before I go back to the movie hall, let's check out some new merch. Mm-hmm. Then there's a black one, the Acid King. Okay, nice. That one looks cool. I like the car that's on that shirt. That car is sweet. I don't know what type of car that is, though. I'm trying to make it out on the t-shirt. I don't know what type of car that is, but that is a cool shirt. That's a cool shirt, Visions. I'll be honest. Out of the white one and the black one, I like... they're both the Acid King, but I think the black one looks way cooler. I like them both, but the black one's my favorite. And then Gothic King Cobra lip stickers. Oh, my lord. Well, to each their own. I wouldn't want Gothic King Cobra's lips, but someone out there would want his lips for the sticker. Again, I love the I Love Grandma shirt. I'm definitely taking that. I showed Visions. I sent my grandma a picture of your I Love Grandma shirt, and she said, she texted me back, because finally my grandma learned how to text. I've been trying to teach her that for years, but she's an older generation. She finally got it. She texted me back and she's like, I love that shirt. Where'd you get it? I said, when I come into town, I'll tell you the story. So I'm going to tell her, my good buddy, he makes shirts, and he made one especially for Mother's Day. And he said, if you don't like your grandma, and if you don't love your grandma, you're going to hell. Which I fully agree. So yeah. Let's see what else. So I'm definitely going to wear it whenever I go hang out with my grandma. You bet your ass I'm wearing my I Love Grandma shirt. Oh yeah, that's a given. That's happening. That is happening. That's the most recent shirt I bought. I'll be honest, Visions, the next time a Scream movie comes out, I am buying that Scream shirt where the guy's all like doing that on it. I'm buying that shirt. So let's see here. What else? The Viper Cozy. That's a rockin'. Because that's from that hilarious movie like where creamy like blue liquid ooze is like coming out of their mouth and like, oh, I need another Viper poison drink. I'm like, you're an idiot. Why would you drink the Viper poison? Like, you fucking morons. And it's like, I guess it's like a drug Visions. They're like, oh no, I need it. Give me the Viper drink, man. I need it. And then the guy's crawling out of a fucking toilet and he's got green like pus ooze coming out of his ears and this blue like creamy liquid bile ooze like coming out of his mouth. And I'm just in fucking utter tears. I was laughing hysterically. And I'm like, I can't wait to watch that fucking movie. Oh, Lord. And I explained it to my friend, and he went, Fears. He goes, you and these fucking horror movies. I'm like, I know, right? They're great. He goes, yeah. He goes, I guess. He goes, why the fuck would you want to watch some guy climbing out of a toilet with, like, blue liquid bile ooze coming out of his mouth? I'm like, because it's fucking hilarious. And he goes, I guess. And I'm like, it's fucking hilarious. I said, buddy, watch the trailer. And he did. And he went, I got to admit, Fears. He goes, that is pretty cheesy and pretty hilarious. I'm like, right? There it is. All right, let's see what else. What else is on here? I think that's all the new additions. I'm liking it. Nothing wrong with AC/DC. Oh, yeah. One of these days, buddy, I've said it a million times, it's sold out right now. I'm looking at it right now, Visions. I have got to get that painting, buddy. It's under artwork. You are a good painting, buddy. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. You are a really good painter. I'm not even kidding. I'm not just saying that because we're friends. I'm saying it because it's the truth. I love Vision's painting. Unfortunately, all of his paintings are... oh, no, I'm sorry. Two are still for sale. One's the heavy load, and then the other one's the golden black skull. But the melted face ones, that's the one I want. So I'll probably commission Visions. It's only $29. Well... Probably 31 with tax and shipping and all that. But $31 worth it because that melting face thing is amazing. And I'll find a spot for it somewhere. So yeah. I'm liking the new additions, Visions. I am. All right, let me click off exhumevisions.com, which by the way, check it out. So I can get back to the stream. All right. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Let's see here. Let me get back to the comments. It says, it's the shirt Ricky Casco was wearing when he was arrested. He was nicknamed the Acid King. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's been a while, but I remember it. All right, back to the haul. All right. Fears loves sports movies. So to hear the history on George Foreman, Fears had to get it. Whew. Big George Foreman. It's about his life. It says, here comes the miraculous true story of once and future heavyweight champion of the world. Fueled by his rage as a child, George Foreman channels his anger into becoming the world's heavyweight champion, and later survives a near-death experience that almost killed him and that takes him to the brink of death. But when he sees his community struggle, he reclaims his title, becoming the oldest and most profitable heavyweight champion ever. That's pretty awesome. So I cannot wait to watch his life story, based on a true story. So I thought I would pick it up. I don't know the actor that portrays him, but he looks almost exactly like George Foreman. Forrest, what's his name? Forrest, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker is his coach. Forrest is in it. He is an amazing actor. Amazing actor. And then, I already have these movies, but I don't have them on Blu-ray. Fear's got not one, not two, but all three. Night at the Museums. It was in a movie collection. So now I can take all the DVD versions of them off the shelf, give those to Randall, and now I have them in Blu-ray. So that's the Walmart haul. So a few things I didn't need and a few things I did need. So there it is. There it is. All right. Here we go. So let's review this next. Visions, everybody, have you ever seen this one? If you haven't, whoo, creepy, epic, scary, so good. Fears gives it an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. It's not really a horror movie per se. It's got, what's the best way to describe it? Horror elements. I watched it last night before work. Horror elements, sci-fi elements. It's like a horror sci-fi action thriller, kind of like that. John Goodman is in it, and John Goodman, I don't know if you guys knew this, he's from St. Louis, Missouri. And what's cool about this, his character in the movie wears a Missouri shirt. So you see that gray shirt that he's wearing? I'm sorry, that green top. The gray shirt he's wearing says Missouri on it. So I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. So he fully supports Missouri. I didn't catch it right away, Visions. I was like, oh, wait, he's wearing a Missouri shirt. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. So if John Goodman can make it, why can't the Fears man make it? You know, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised in St. Louis. If you haven't seen this, check it out. It was amazing. Definitely. It's not a perfect movie. I'm going to give it about an 8 out of 10. It's worth a solid watch. Basically, this girl gets into this car wreck. She wakes up in this bomb shelter, like 150 feet down in the ground. And the bomb shelter is underneath this creepy guy's, like, farmhouse. And he keeps telling her, well, I saved you. And you can't go outside. The air is polluted. It'll melt your face off. And she's like, I don't think so. You know? And so in the movie, sometimes she believes him, sometimes not. And his attitude is really sporadic. Sometimes he's humble and nice, and then sometimes he's got like a temper and he's got rage. So I'm not going to tell you how it ends. It ends. The ending of it is epic. I did not see it coming. I did a double look. I'm like, oh shit. It's good. So I highly recommend it. Check it out. Is it the best horror sci-fi? No. But it's definitely an 8 out of 10. Nothing low, nothing higher. 8 out of 10. It's a solid watch. Solid watch. So yeah. And it only cost me a few bucks at FYE. So Visions, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this movie? It's really good. Really good. So, and that's his farmhouse. Look how creepy that house is, man. Crazy. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Thank you for the 7 likes, everyone. I really appreciate that. All right, let's do the top 10 SNL skits. If you guys don't know what SNL is, Saturday Night Live. I love Saturday Night Live. So, I'm going to start with my very first favorite skit ever. They turned this skit into a movie. The Roxbury guys. You know, the Night at the Roxbury. I love A Night at the Roxbury. I love the Roxbury skit. That's number 1. That's number 1. Vision says, no, I haven't. I'll check it out because I like John Goodman. Oh, yeah, check it out. You'll like it, Visions. I'm referring this. The ending of it is nuts. I mean, insane. Oh, man. When you see it, Visions, you're going to be like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Because in the movie, you're like, will the girl get away? Will she stay in the bomb shelter? Will she get out of the bomb shelter? Is John Goodman's character full of shit? Is he telling the truth? You don't really know. You get clues as you watch the movie, but then you take all those clues and figure it out at the end, and you're like, oh shit, why didn't I think of that? There it is. Watch it. Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up, Triple? He says, let's do the top 10 SNL skits, Fears. We're doing it right now, buddy. And then Tinder Immortal says, Mad TV was cool. It was cool, Tinder Immortal, but you know what? I'll be honest. Nothing against Mad TV, but I like SNL just a little bit better. Nothing against Mad TV. I did like Mad TV, but not as much as SNL. So yeah, all right. So the first on the top 10, gotta go with A Night at the Roxbury skit, because they turned that skit into a movie, and it's about those guys that go clubbing and they're like dun 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 dun. They were always bebopping to "What is love, baby? Don't hurt me no more." And one guy wore a blue suit with like a black shirt with like a medallion chain. The other guy wore like a purple or like a dark red suit. And Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan were the two guys, and they were always bebopping away. And in the skit, it was like their adventures, like at the nightclub. I loved that skit, so that's number 1. Number 2, for sure, is Wayne's World. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Wayne's World is fucking great. They made Wayne's World 1, and they made Wayne's World 2. I love those movies. Again, it was a skit that got turned into a movie. So that's skit number 2. Skit number 3, probably the skit where it's Chris Farley, David Spade, and Adam Sandler, and they're the Gap Girls. Do you remember that one, Visions? And they were fucking hilarious. And Chris Farley's like, oh my god, these French fries are good. And then he's like, can I have some? And then David Spade's girl character's like, sure, Stacy. And then he goes, oh god, these are good. And then he's like, I thought you were trying to lose weight. Save some for us. And then he's like, lay off me, I'm starving. That one's fucking great. So the Gap Girls is definitely number 3, for sure. Number 4, oh yes, Tinder Immortal, The Coneheads. So good. They made that into a movie too. I love Dan Aykroyd's The Coneheads. That's definitely number 4. Number 5, it was in the 80s. It was an 80s skit with the 80s cast, and it was called The Continental, where you only saw the lady that he was talking to. The cameraman played the lady, and you always saw like the cameraman's hands, and then they had like women's gloves on with like rings, and then the woman, being the cameraman, would knock on the door, and the Continental man would open, and it was basically the whole skit was him trying to seduce a lady like in really funny ways. And then the cameraman / lady would always try to run to the front door, and he would block the front door and be like, please, my love, I'm sorry, you have to. He goes, let's sit down, let's have some wine, some champagne, some caviar. That always got me laughing. So that's the Continental skit is definitely number 5. Number 6, if you guys have got any more SNL suggestions, put them in the chat, because I'm trying to think of some more. Definitely any time when, I don't remember the actor's name, but it was this guy that played Bill Clinton. He always played Bill Clinton. And it's a skit where Bill Clinton is jogging, and he stops at a McDonald's, and he's like talking to the American people. And as he's talking about, hey, I'm going to like decrease taxes, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, he's just eating a bunch of food at McDonald's. And I don't know the name of the skit, but I don't remember the actor that played Bill Clinton, but he was fucking hilarious as Bill Clinton. So that's definitely number 6. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Now Tinder Immortal. That's pre Night at the Roxbury guys. Like the pre Night at the Roxbury guys was the 2 wild and crazy guys. That is definitely number 6, for sure. Number 7, oh yeah, Gumby. That's a good one, Gumby. That's number 7. Oh, number 8, The Ladies' Man with Leon Phelps. They made that into a movie. That's number 8 for sure. And like Leon Phelps ready. He's like, I'm here. I'm sitting in my cavatier. And he goes, I'm going to bring some love advice to you. And then he'd be like, caller, what's your romantic query? And then like all of a sudden this guy comes on and he's like, yeah, ladies, man. He goes, I haven't been with a lady in like a year. And he's like, yeah, well, that's cool. And he's like, really? He goes, I don't think that's cool at all. And he goes, how do I get women to like, fall in love with me? He goes, have you ever tried like a champagne bottle? Women love champagne. He goes, also women love it when you do them in the butt. And then he's like, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, he's like, so that's my advice. He goes, I think you should find a nice lady, buy her a fish sandwich and a bottle of champagne, drink some champagne, eat a fish sandwich, and do her in the butt. And then he hangs up on the guy, and the guy's like, okay, thanks. So I always loved The Ladies' Man. So that was hilarious. So that's number 8. Visions, I know what skit you're talking about, but that was not on SNL. That was on In Living Color. Great skit, by the way, just wrong show. The hate it guys, they would always talk about movies or televisions, and they're like, oh, did you see this? And they're like, hated it. And if they liked it, they're like, oh, yes, I love it. I definitely enjoyed it. If they hated it, they're like, hated it. That's on In Living Color. All right, so we got 2 more. Number 9 would have to be probably when Chris Farley freaks out about someone giving him the wrong coffee. I don't know the name of it, but someone's like, didn't you order this? He goes, no, I wanted some Folgers coffee, damn it. And he's like, oh, sorry, sir, we ran out of Folgers. I made this version. And because they didn't make a Folgers coffee version, he went, you son of a bitch, you brought me, some off-brand coffee, you bastard? He goes, I wanted some black Folgers coffee, you son of a bitch. And he just goes ballistic. And he ends up choking the maitre d' at the fucking restaurant. And he's like, how dare you not bring me my fucking Folgers coffee? So, I don't know what the name of it is, but I always called it the Folgers coffee guy. Because he went batshit crazy. Because someone brought him another coffee other than Folgers coffee. And then number 10, I have to love Coffee Talks. When Mike Myers played, I think he dressed up in drag and he played, I think her name was Linda. It was Linda on Coffee Talks. So I would say, so far, those are my top 10. The newest one with the newest cast, I love when they go back and they do audition tapes and the whole cast played different actors. They're see the lost footage of actors auditioning for Jurassic Park or Back to the Future. Those have became my favorite. It'll be Eddie Murphy for Marty McFly, and then he's like, Doc, Doc, we gotta go back in time. And then it's Pee Wee Herman playing Marty. He's like Marty, and all that other bullshit. So those are always good. So I'd say that's my new favorite skit. But yeah. So yeah. DVD Blu-ray guy says it was because they gave him Colombian coffee crystals, instant coffee, nothing but Folgers. Yeah. So you know what skit I'm talking about, DVD Blu-ray guy. He's sitting there, he's eating his dinner, and they're like, oh, how was your meal, sir? And he's like, oh, it was a very good meal. He's like, and they're like, any dessert? And he's like, no dessert. He goes, if I could just have some Folgers coffee, I would really appreciate it. He's like, nothing but the best, sir. And then the guy goes off, brings him, he goes, unfortunately, we don't have any more Folgers, but, we have some Colombian coffee. He's like, it's the finest Colombian coffee. And then you can just see Chris Farley's character. He's starting to steam. The blood is boiling, and he just goes batshit fucking crazy. He's like, you bastard! How dare you give me Colombian coffee? And Visions, I kid you not, he goes fucking ballistic. But yeah. So yeah. It's something like that. He goes nuts over his fucking Folgers or his crystals. I can't remember it, DVD Blu-ray guy, but I'll have to watch it after the stream is done. He either goes ballistic or over the Colombian coffee crystals or Folgers or some shit like that. I can't remember, but those are my top 10 SNL skits. Again, the newest ones that I've been enjoying is when they do like the lost audition tape of like the Goonies or the lost audition process of like Back to the Future, or like see the original audition tape for actors auditioning for Jurassic Park. Those are always good. I've definitely been enjoying those. It was because they slipped him the instant coffee instead of the brewed type. Yeah, that's what it was. It was something like that, Visions. And it was something like, he was like, how dare you, like sit me. He goes, what, you think you can just come in here and say and do whatever the hell you want? You're giving me this instant fucking bullshit? He's like, I want brewed coffee, motherfucker. And he goes batshit fucking crazy. So yeah, that's one of my favorite skits. Because Chris Farley, it sucks that he passed away and did a drug overdose and all that crap. But man, when he was alive, he was a funny fucking dude. And it's sad that he passed away, Visions, and everybody else. Again, that's why drugs will get you nowhere. You know, it's sad that he wasted his life and did drugs, and because he was such a funny guy. He was such a funny guy. God bless him. God bless him. The movies he was. I mean, who doesn't love fucking Tommy Boy? Oh, son of a. That's gonna leave a mark. The best scene though ever in Tommy Boy is where he's talking to that, like, Helen girl, and he's like, hey, what's your name? And she's like, Helen. He goes, that's nice. He goes, you look like a Helen. He goes, Helen, we're both in sales. He goes, let me tell you why I suck as a salesman. And then he just goes into the spiel, and the whole time he's doing the spiel, it's just to convince Helen to make him some chicken wings. And then after that whole spiel, she just, like, dead look in her face. She goes, God, you're sick. And then Chris Farley starts laughing. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, I'll go back in the kitchen, I'll turn on the fryer, and I'll make you some chicken wings. And he's like, hey, thanks, Helen. And he's like, Tommy likey, Tommy like wingy. I fucking love that scene. That scene is probably my favorite scene out of Tommy Boy. I can't do it as good as Chris Farley. Nobody can do it as, but I did. That was my best attempt. Tommy like wingy, So yeah. Yeah, I hug it, and I pet it, and I massage it, and you're naughty. You're naughty. He goes, and that's when I blow it. He goes, that's, and he goes, and then he looks at Helen, and he goes, that's why we gotta forge ahead, Helen. Am I right? And then she's just like, God, you're sick. Her reaction is great, Visions. And then he's like, well, that's why we gotta forge ahead, Helen. He goes, in sales. Am I right? And then she's like, God, you're sick. I can't do it as good as Helen, but you guys get the hint. That's my favorite scene. That scene is fucking spectacular. That scene's great. So, like I said, the newest, Yakov, the newest skit that I love on SNL is when they always go back to 1985 and we'll see the lost audition tape of Back to the Future. And it's all these crazy actors that you would never think ever to be in Back to the Future or Jurassic Park, like Pee Wee Herman auditioning for like Back to the Future, Marty McFly. I always enjoy those skits. Those skits are pretty funny. So yeah. Well, I'm glad that you got a giggle out of that, Visions. That was my attempt at being Chris Farley. I love it, and I massage it and pet it, and that's when I blow it. But that's when we got to forge ahead, Helen. Am I right? God, you're sick. I can't. Listen. I can attempt, but I will never be Chris Farley. Chris Farley will only be Chris Farley. Chris Farley was fucking great. It's a shame that he passed away, but God bless him. All right. As always, I'm tired, and I'm gonna skip the Vegas stuff, and I'll save it for tomorrow. I'm gonna do the Vegas stuff tomorrow because I've skipped it twice because I'm tired and I'm hungry and I need a shower. So shower, dinner, edit, nap. going to work, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was a lot of fun. Always cool hanging out with Yakvo, DVD Blu-ray guy, Visions, Lord Visions, Rebecca. Who else showed up? Rebecca, Tinder Immortal, Triple, Rebecca, who else? Foulmouth Ken. Foulmouth Ken came for a little while. I don't know if he's still here, but if he is, awesome. I'm too tired, Triple. I will save the Vegas stories for tomorrow. But I'm taking off. The Vegas stories are going to have to wait because I'm getting hungry. And I want to edit some more videos before I go to bed. Plus, I've got an early night tonight. My boss called me when I was out and about. He's like, Fierce, you know how you don't have to be here until 3:45? And I was like, yeah. I love how my boss asks. He's like, well, you know how you don't have to be here until 3:45, Fierce? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, do you think you could come in at around 2:30? And I'm like, oh, I guess. So I have to go in early at 2:30. So Fierce needs to get some sleepy time. I have to get some dinner. I want to get some editing in. And, oh yeah. So the only things I have to do for my trip is I have to pack my bag. I always pre-pack my bag because then you're not saving it until the last waking moment. So I'm probably going to pack my bag for my trip tomorrow or Friday. Probably tomorrow. And then tomorrow I have to get my hair cut for my trip. And then the Fears Mobile is so dirty. So I need to get the Fears Mobile washed. I'm taking off. But I'm glad. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the 7 likes. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Best fans that Fears has in the entire world. Oh yeah. I wouldn't know what to do without you guys. You guys are amazing. And I always appreciate the loving and loyal fans. All your years of likes and comments and views and everything that you guys do. And I'm so glad that you guys like my content. So yeah. And Tinder Immortal, I promise I'm going to get back to some more theme park vlogs. I just haven't for 2 reasons. One, to go to the parks is just so expensive these days. So when I get some more money, I'm definitely going to do another theme park vlog because there's so much more stuff that I want to explore in all the theme parks. Not just Disney. I want to go to Busch Gardens. I want to go to, the last time I went to Busch Gardens, oh shit, that was a long time ago. I haven't been to Busch Gardens since my friend Eric worked at Disney World. Back in 2005, I went to go visit him right before film school started in 2007. So I went to go visit him in 2006, 2005, somewhere around there. I really don't remember. It was somewhere. Thank you for liking the stream. 8. We got close to 10 likes. Hopefully next time we can get to 10 likes. That would be great. So whenever I get some more money and some more time, Tinder Immortal, I will be back on those theme park vlogs. Let's see. Triple says, let's take a nap, Fears. That just sounded creepy. I'm going to take a nap, just not with you, Triple. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's just gross. That's weird. Don't ever say that again, Triple. That's really weird, buddy. Very weird. Cheers. Anyway, I am going to take a nap, just by myself. All right. Well, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the main channel, FearsMan26. Fears Vlogs, what you're watching right now. Show my buddy Randall some love. He just uploaded a new weight loss vlog, and I'm very proud of my friend Randall for losing weight. And I'm going to say it right now. Randall, when you watch this, or you guys can tell him, because I haven't been able to get a hold of Randall. Randall wrote me about an hour ago, finally, and he said, I'm going to call you Fears after karaoke. So I think he's already at karaoke right now, and he said, when I get home at around 12, I'll give you a call. And I was like, well, you got to call before 2, buddy, because I'm going into work at 2. And he's like, all right. He's like, well, I'll call around 11 or 12. I went, perfect. So you guys can tell him, or I'll tell Randall later. Randall, if you lose 25 more pounds, Fears will give you $25 because I want you to be healthy, buddy. I'm losing weight all the time. I want you to lose weight. Being healthy is good. So, Randy, I will give you $25 if you lose 25 pounds, buddy. Oh, yeah. Because you know I love you. I love Randall. I love all my friends. I love my family. Randy, you got to get skinny mini. Fears has got to get skinny mini. I don't even go to the gym. I sweat so much at the factory, you guys. I don't even need to go to the gym. Every night I get a workout. Lifting those boxes up and down, doing a fucking truck. You know, they don't have a lot of air. They have some air conditioning in the factory. They have these massive, like, industrial fans. And literally, the company that makes them, Visions, are you ready for this? The company is called Big Ass Fans. I shit you not. That's the fans in there. They're like, the blade is like that fucking long, and they swirl around. And there's about 20 or 30 of them in the whole factory. And it makes a lot of air, just not enough air sometimes. So, and when I got the job, they're like, make sure you constantly stretch, you know, before and after every single shift, because you don't want to pull anything. So I do. I stretch before work. I stretch after work. And they said, drink a lot of water so you don't get dehydrated. So I'm sweating the pounds off nightly, for sure. I've lost so much weight. Like, whenever my dad died, I pretty much ate my feelings. I went from like 163 to like 230, 240. That's the fattest I've ever been. Now, I haven't checked the scale in a while. I think the last time I weighed myself was a week or two ago. I think I was 183. So we're getting there. We're making progress. So yeah. Anyway, yo, Joy Boy, you got here just in time for Fears to say his fond farewells, because I'm taking off. So yeah. So it's always a work in progress. Thank you for whoever liked the stream a 9th time. I appreciate that. We got close to 10 likes. I appreciate that. You guys rock. You guys, you know that I care about each and every one of you. God bless. Enjoy your night. So show Randy some love. I'm going to throw it out right now. Randy, if you lose 25 pounds, Fears will give you $25 to spend on whatever you want. We know Randy's going to spend that $25 on magic, because Randy loves magic. He's going to buy some magic cards or something. But that's Randy's thing, and I encourage that. So, Randy, you keep up that fucking awesome magic, buddy. Oh, yeah. All right, follow my friend Pixel, Lord Pixel of the Pylons at Pixel Protocol. Follow Mrs. Immortal. Show some respect. She's a lady. Mrs. Immortal on Twitch. Get on that twitching. Or Twitch casting, or whatever the hell you young people call Twitch. I don't do Twitch. I watch people on Twitch, but Twitch caster, twitching, whatever the hell it is. Follow her on Twitch. Anyway. Follow Fears, FearsMan26, and Fears Vlogs. I'm so close to getting 9,000 followers on the TikTok, so follow me on TikTok. Follow Yakovij, Yak Bowie, Yak Off Jack Off on Spotify. He makes that music. I don't know what type of music he makes, but he makes some type of music, so follow it. And last, but certainly not least, Visions, Lord Visions, King of the Goths. Follow him at exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions makes a lot of cool shit. And he's a cool motherfucker. That's right. All right, I'm taking off. And oh, you bet your ass, Visions, it's nap time. Little napo, a little dinner, a little editing. So you get on that nap too, Visions. Oh, yeah. Fears loves my naps. I need my naps. I am the king of the naps. So I'm taking off. All right, this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuce. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Schnunk!